Howdy guys, I'm back with more Final Fantasy IV The After Years. Last time, Edward received Baron's messenger where they told him to stay away from the impact crater. Edward has decided he's going to go pay King Cecil a personal visit, so I'm going through this cave so I can find a town with a ship and head off to Baron. Last time I also left you guys with me being kind of indecisive about where to go next. The NPCs have all told me I want to go to this place here, the underground cave or whatever, so I can, get to the town, to get to the ship, to get to Baron. But there was also an Antlion's cave thing, which I do remember that place from Final Fantasy IV. I mean, I remember all these places, of course, but I wasn't sure if that was like an optional cave full of treasure or if it was someplace I'm gonna have to go to later. So I did check with a guide, but I didn't want to read too far ahead. The thing with these guides is they're super, super spoilery. But basically, the guide showed there were different sections, and it showed like Edward's Tale, and it showed a section for going to Baron, and then it had another section for Antlion's Den. So I'm assuming after this point of the game, I'll get the opportunity to go into the Antlion's Den for whatever reason. So I guess whatever's going on in the Antlion's Den, I'll get to it at some point. I don't know if it, remember Rydia's Tale had like a little bit of an optional dungeon for treasures and stuff, and I just wasn't sure if the Antlion's Den was going to be like a similar just for treasures and laughs kind of place, or if there was an actual story reason to go there. I don't know. So I haven't been in there other than that, the 2 seconds I poked my head in, so I guess I'll find out what it's about at some point in the game. Just, the thing is about guides and games. I don't like using guides, especially, well, obviously if it's especially my first playthrough. I don't know what it is with the guides, but they feel like they need to explain what's happening in the story. Like, guides should just tell you where to go, who to talk to, and maybe show you some optional stuff. Like, you should be able to do it in like bullet points, basically, right? Go here, do this. Go here, do this. But for whatever reason, the people that write guides like to spoil everything, like after you talk to this person and find out that that's the secret lover of whoever, continue north to, it's like they tell you too much in these guides and they end up ruining the whole game, and I hate it. I hate it. I think movie trailers are just as bad, but for a different reason. A lot of times these super long movie trailers, show like some of the best parts of the movie, and it's like, well, now it's spoiled. I don't want to watch it anymore, thanks. So, I definitely, I don't want to, I like guides. Like, there's so much, that, games could be really frustrating these days if it weren't for the internet. I mean, I definitely remember gaming as a child, without having internet access. Whoops, how old am I? But, I couldn't easily look things up if I got stuck somewhere, right? So, very nice to have the guides and stuff, especially so, with the internet, you don't have to pay like $20 for a guide. But at the same time, like I said, they can be so spoilery and just ruin the whole game. But like I said, you love them and hate them, right? They're useful for finding out secrets, tricks, stuff you didn't know, especially if you get stuck, but man, I hate how much they spoil the game. I always like to look at a guide after I've played through the game, and then, try to do a more perfect or better run through it. Most games are worth playing at least twice if I really like them. Some of my favorite games I've played, you know, at least a dozen times. Like Final Fantasy VII, I've probably played for a few years there. I had to play it all the way through every year. It's been a really long time since I've played through Final Fantasy VII, but there's a few games that I've had to beat like just multiple times because I just love them so much. One of the Fire Emblems is like that for me too. I had to go back through and play some of my favorites. I've been doing all of these blind playthroughs. What the heck is this? Oh, look! There's a little door here from the rocks breaking the waterfall. That's pretty cool. Well, this place looks like it might have some treasure in it. Oh, a bronze tail. Oh man, I wonder how many of these I've missed. I can't make my way through this current. Honey, I wasn't trying to. I was trying to look for treasure, and you're all the way down here. Calm down. Alright. Oh, and he's doing it again. Okay, you can't make your way over here. I get it. I'm treasure hunting. Leave me alone. Well, gosh, I kind of wonder how much stuff I've missed if there was a little bronze tail there. I feel like I've probably missed a lot of treasures in this place in the water. Alright, well, through the blinding white... Oh! Alright, I'm on the other side. Okay, well, I was expecting that to be much longer. If I'd known that was so short, I could have just done that. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. There's another cave there. Of course, after this goofy random encounter, these guys are super duper weak, not even worth fighting weak, right? Like when Harley can one-shot them, you know they're weak. She's my weak character. Alright, like let's see, like not even 50 experience. Oh, I got a potion. Alright, I guess I'm going right into another cave because there's nothing else over here. Waterway. And okay, yeah, I am in a different place, right? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and save out here. Just because, yeah, it never hurts to save, right? Alright, right back in another place I go, and this place is now this is a dungeon. That last place, that was just me walking. This is a proper dungeon. Iron sword, which is nice. Very, very, very nice, actually. Let's see, who's my strongest? I don't even know who my best. I feel like guard. I don't think it matters. Alright, let's just throw one of these on one of you. I'm like trying to figure out which guard is the best. I think they're all about equal at this point. Alright, maybe guard B is where it's at. I think guard B is a little bit faster. Maybe I should give that sword to guard B. You know, I gotta say, okay, so every single one of these tales have had like throwaway characters in them, like Monk A, Monk B, Guard A, Guard B, White Mage, Black Mage. I really feel like they should have at least given them like name him Jim or something. I mean, like, give him an actual name so he feels like a person other than Guard A. Like, I know that's such a, like, goofy thing, like, stupid thing to complain about, but it kind of bugs me. It's like, I mean, the fact that they already look like carbon copies of every single, I mean, like, a palette swap of every other single guard already lets me know that they're very expendable, but I mean, I guess maybe they don't want you to get too attached to them since the characters go away, but I don't know, I mean, like, I'm already attached, I mean, I don't know, it just seems strange to me. It kind of takes away from the immersion of it too, like, you're not traveling with Jim and Bob and Rob, you're traveling with Guard A, Guard B, it just, I don't know, it feels, I don't know, I don't really know, I'm just finding things to complain about, I think. Alright, we got a treasure here, a high potion. Don't know if it was worth coming all the way down here for that. It was worth coming down here for this sword. I know this is silly, but I want to put this on Guard B. I feel like Guard B is the guard to be, you get, okay, I'm sorry. Alright, well these places over here, wow, no treasure. I was about to say, if some place is screaming treasure, it would be the top left corner and the bottom over here. I might end up disappointed though. Oh my gosh, there actually isn't any treasure in here. Well, I am disappointed now. I came all the way down here, thought there'd be treasure. Oh well. Once again, good thing I did all of that grinding earlier on in Edward's tale. Like, I don't know, it just makes everything feel like less of a slog now that I got the opportunity to do grinding early on. I mean, Harley's still a bit on the weak side, but everyone else is, pretty strong to the point that it's largely not noticeable. I probably should have Edward attack a few times. I keep having him bard song, and I don't think he really needs to anymore. Everyone's topped off. These guys have been kind of tough right here. These wraiths are a little bit stronger than most anything else I've been fighting, but makes me think I might be due for some more grinding already. Ugh. I feel like I've just done so much. I can't believe I'm due for some more, but I might be at this rate. Yeah, if I don't like one-shot everything in one turn, I pretty much assume I need to grind. Not a bad rule of thumb, I think, anyway. Okay, so treasure has to be up here. A bomb crank, alright. It's like I go all out of my way for all of these little items and treasures, and then I never use them. Like, I don't think I've used a single one of these, like, Antarctic wind things or anything. Maybe for a boss fight or whenever I'm having a real tough pickle of a fight, maybe I will need to remember to actually use those items. I mean, I have them, I might as well use them. Alright, another level up for Harley. She's definitely catching up. And a high potion. Alright. Looks like I can go to the next area now. Hopefully it's not as big as this place, or there's more treasures if it is. Alright, looks like there's a secret passage over to the... Oh! Okay, so is alright. This has to go around eventually, maybe? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh man, I hate wandering through the dark like this, because it's just like hump walls until you figure out where to go, which means, as long as you step, there's going to be random encounters, and I hate random encounters. I honestly feel like for these older RP, I know this isn't an older one, but it's modeled after an older one, but I know with these older RPGs, you have all different kinds of combat systems, but I personally feel like RPG combat was perfected with Chrono Trigger for these older type of games. I loved Chrono Trigger's combat, none of this fading to a battle screen thing, taking up time. It was still turn-based, but it was right on screen. It was really, really satisfying. For older RPGs, that's probably one of my more favorite battle systems. For Final Fantasy games, I think my favorite battle system is actually still Final Fantasy X. I loved being able to... It still felt turn-based, but kind of active at the same time. Being able to switch out characters as you needed during battle was a huge perk for me. I loved that about Final Fantasy X. Of course, I loved Final Fantasy V's jobs. Ooh, 1,000 gil, which is nothing to King Edward. But I loved the job system in Final Fantasy V and Final Fantasy III. Jobs pretty much just make a Final Fantasy game for me. It's for the same reason I adore Final Fantasy Tactics. I actually oh no, I think my game froze. Well, that really sucked. I had a little freeze there when I was loading into a random encounter, and gosh, sadly that happened to me before, and that happened to me a few times during Final Fantasy IV. I don't know what really causes that. I think it's just, this is what you get when you have a crappy port, right? I mean, this is a mobile, this is obviously a mobile port that they just shoved onto the PC, and so it's obviously going to have problems. I've Honestly, I've had a few problems with every single one of these PC port Final Fantasies, either through freezes or just general goofiness. Like, the only one I don't think I actually had any trouble with was Final Fantasy V. Yeah, I think Final Fantasy V was the only one I haven't had like some kind of freeze or problem with. Final Fantasy VI had some free. In fact, I locked the game got locked because it glitched out so bad. Oh, another. I don't know where. Would this just go right back to where I was? I don't really want to go exploring in here, to be perfectly honest. I already froze up here, and once I'm a little shy to go back through it. But yeah, even Final Fantasy X, I had some really long load times for random encounters because of my recording software limiting the frames of the game. So I've had problems with every single PC port of a Final Fantasy game that I've played, every single one but 5, and I haven't played. I played a little bit of 7 on PC, no problems there, but the sound quality and graphics are horrible and ruin it. And I haven't played 8 on the PC or 13, so I don't really know how those fare. And this place looks familiar. Did I just go into the wrong cave? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm opening new treasures. It's just this place is throwing me off. It's like, this looks so familiar right here, but no, it's not the same place. Yeah, this place has me second guessing myself because it looks so similar to the first cave I was in. Alright, well, go ahead and wipe these guys out, and then there's a little area to the south for me to explore. And let's see, I think before my game froze, I was talking about Final Fantasy Tactics. Now, I haven't played Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I never had a Game Boy or the Advance system or whatever, and by the time I got one of the older DS's, so I played it for 5 minutes on an airplane. I bought it, but I just never got around to it after I finally got the way to play it. But original Tactics for the PlayStation, glorious, glorious game. Probably like my real favorite Final Fantasy, but I know that doesn't quite count since it's Tactics and not one of the numbered fantasies. But I love strategy games and Tactics. I really want to finish. I started playing the War of the Lions version, but I never finished it. I like it, but like the Shakespearean English can be a little exhausting to read sometimes, alright? But I definitely love Tactics. I love the PlayStation version because the original soundtrack from Tactics is just great. All of the older Final Fantasies had glorious, glorious music. Oh my god. What is this place? This place is enormous! Oh my gosh. Alright guys, well I think I'm going to start cutting some of these random encounters and stuff out because this place is ridiculous. I honestly, I low-key kind of don't even want to record this place. It's so huge. I might just see you guys on the other side or something. No, I'll keep it going, but I might cut some chunks out, I don't know, because there's just, this is ridiculous. Come on, video game. I almost feel like this might be the end of Edward's tale just because it is so massive here, like the final dungeon or something, but no, that wouldn't make sense because I still have that Antlion's Den, and they have these little corners over here. It makes me want to go explore. Like, I've been picking up those tails. Maybe there's another tail laying around on the floor over here. Well, I'm not really gonna have to worry about grinding once I'm done with this place, am I? Alright, yeah, I think it might be better for me to go ahead and cut out most of this place, because it's really just a lot of the same thing as the rest of this place except a lot bigger. Of course, I could just go through these doors and be done with it. Of course, who knows which door is the right one to go into. Oh, apparently that one. Woohoo! Oh, Harley looks like I do right now. Like, oh, this place is so... Oh, nope, now she's angry. Now she's sad. What's the matter? Nothing at all, my lord. Your color does not look so well. I am just a bit tired, that's all. There's no need to overwork yourself. We'll turn back. No! I just need a moment's rest. That will more than suffice. Let's make camp here for now. That sounds like a fantastic idea. Alright, they made a tent and everything and I didn't have to pay for it. I like it. Feeling better? Yes, my lord. We will arrive in Kaipo shortly. Just hold on a little longer. Alright, so it does look like this is probably the way I'm supposed to go, which means I just bypass a lot of stuff out there. So what I'm going to do, since this place is just ridiculously massive, is I'm going to go ahead and be done for now. And then next time I'll pick up right in that area. I'm guessing maybe, I don't know, I'm kind of guessing that the place on the bottom right is the way to go. I kind of feel like maybe, well, I'm not really sure. I feel like after looking at the map, the save area will lead me to the southern exit. I mean, that's how it looks. I mean, hold on. In fact, I can go check right now, but I figured I'll do all the treasure hunting and exploring of this place off camera. But yeah, see, looks like the bottom right is probably the way to go, because I'm thinking, alright, if this takes me somewhere else, I'll know I'm wrong, but yeah, that's pretty much what I thought. Alrighty guys, well, I will finish up in the Underground Waterway, wherever the heck, what the heck's this? Yeah, Underground Waterway. I'll finish up in here next time, because like I said, I'm going to do all this treasure hunting off camera. And I might do a little bit of grinding for Harley as well. And then next time we'll head to Kaipo. Thank you guys so much for watching me play Final Fantasy IV The After Years, making it to Baron very, very slowly. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. Not really a whole lot to talk about other than that. Next time I'll go through those doors, get out of here, head to Kaipo, and then head to Baron, I guess. Thank you guys again for watching me play Final Fantasy IV The After Years, and I'll see you with another video soon. Bye for now!